Thank you. It's a terrible showing top to bottom. Obviously, we missed some guys that aren't out there. Right after pregame warm-up, we tried to see how Elijah Higgins was going, but couldn't go. That being said, we had 11 out there at a time, strapped it up, went out there to play. Defensively, got to have a lot of discussions on how to stop the run. All year it's been close. Today it wasn't close. We, as much as anything, we missed a ton of tackles. Missed a lot of tackles. It's one thing to have gaps to run through, but when you miss tackles, that's why you give up those big plays. It's inexcusable. On the offensive side, obviously we were hampered, but we had opportunities. Much like most of this year, we didn't take advantage of those opportunities. So we'll take a couple days off, give the players a couple days off. As a staff, we got to look at a couple things and see if we find a way to come back next week and be the football team that we are capable of being. Questions?
Yeah, Tavian Thomas rushed for 177 yards, I think, 4 touchdowns. Just why was he able to so consistently eat you guys like he did that first half? Like every run, basically.
I just addressed that. We missed a bunch of tackles. All right, had big lanes to run through, and we missed tackles.
And after the last couple of games, you said, how close you were just to winning, and, it wasn't going to be about benching one guy and starting, or there's no magic play call. Does a loss like what happened tonight make you kind of reevaluate anything?
Yeah, because tonight was not close. No, we're in different stages as a team right now. We are not playing as well as we can. Utah is playing very well. And they played even better tonight, and we played worse. That's why the score was the way it is.
Can you take us through the night for both the quarterbacks, Sanders and West?
You got to look at the film to really know, because there were opportunities where, thought we had a couple of chances, and by the time I look back, we either got rushed, we got sacked, the ball got knocked out, ball just got deflected. It's a combination of, protection-wise, we know they're a really good front. We know they're a good front. We did not do a good job blocking them. And it's tough. The couple times we did have opportunities, we missed a couple of those. Nice job by Isaiah getting that big one to Ben, getting down the red zone so we can get a score. We just didn't give ourselves a chance, either protection-wise, to really see what our quarterbacks could do. Tried to come out with a run game plan to try to be efficient, using Isaiah for his natural gifts. And early in the game, we did not do a good job blocking them. So that got stuffed in our face a couple times in the run. So a lot of things we have to look at.
Season debuts for Michael Wilson and Salim Turner-Muhammad today. What was it like having them back?
Well, it was great. Obviously, Salim, both Salim and Ethan Bonner, both back after a long time out. Both guys made some nice plays. Both guys were a little rusty. That's what you expect first time back. Michael Wilson, I thought, did a really nice job. Didn't get an opportunity to get it to him. He was really open 2 more times. It would have been really nice. Didn't have the opportunity protection-wise to get him the ball. Ran a really nice comeback route. Just some other good things as a blocker. Unfortunate, he was given that unsportsmanlike conduct. You know, he's just blocking a guy, and the guy rips his helmet off, and I guess they thought he was too upset and responded in a way they didn't think was right. But it was great to have Mike back. You know, he played really hard.
Is it possible that Tanner McKee comes back this season? And if not, kind of how do you rally the team around Jack and Isaiah?
It's possible that he comes back. It is. Not sure exactly when. Next week might be a little early. We'll see. But do anticipate him coming back sometime this season. Well, I mean, it's more than the quarterbacks. I mean, that's part of it. You know, we got to be able to stop the run. We got to be able to run the ball. Those are things we've been saying all year, and we got to make some major adjustments to try to get that opportunity to do that, because it's not good tonight.
You got some guys that could make some plays as returners, Nathaniel P. You know, what needs to maybe happen to get those guys across the 50 more, do you think, and maybe put themselves into a position to maybe take one back and make some explosive plays in the special teams?
Yeah, I mean, kickoff return's always been one of our things here. You know, over the years, you know, Nathaniel was, I think he finished number 2 in the conference last year. Most of the year he was number 1. He's up there again this year for what Christian did, what Ty Montgomery's done, all the way back to, you know, Chris Owusu. Kickoff return's been big for us. And this entire year, we've been one block away multiple times. Tonight, there was a really nice one that we had, and one guy slipped off, because if we ever get old number 8 in space, he'll finish it. But you got to keep working. Guys got to strain that much harder. We've got really exciting returners. We've got to give them opportunities to make plays.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next, we'll have inside linebacker Ricky Mieza. We'll go straight to questions for Ricky. Go ahead and raise your hand. We'll get your mic.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Hey, Ricky. Tavian Thomas, you guys alive in that first half, in particular, 4 touchdowns, 177 total rushing yards. Just what was it about him that made him so difficult to stop?
I think, first of all, it just comes down to physicality. We weren't physical enough. And then number 2 comes down to tackling. You know, we were letting him leak. You know, we were getting on him and then letting him loose, and he was getting another 6 or 7. And you know, those are the 2 things that you can really look at and say, you know, we didn't do in that first half.
Hey, Ricky, I assume this is the worst loss of your career. How do you kind of bounce back from this? You still have 3 games left in this season.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is just come back and get to work. You know, we're always so focused on outcomes and rewards, but, you know, at the end of the day, the only thing you really can do is work, and that's what we're going to do when we come back on Monday, and we're going to look at the film, and we're going to fix what we need to fix, and we're going to keep going.
Not totally sure if you were on the field for one or both of those plays, but the 58-yard touchdown and then the 96-yard touchdown. What did you see on each of those respective plays?
So I remember the 98-yard, one of their tight ends plunged. Both of our linebackers fell back, and I don't know if I didn't see it as clearly. But I don't know if we didn't fall back far, you know, right into our gaps or not. But there was a huge hole on the right side, and you know, the rest is, you know, you saw what happened after that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just the gap's too big. It comes down to physicality, as I said again. You know, you can scheme up whatever play you want, but if you aren't physical, then that's what happens. Thank you, guys.
We'll finish with quarterback Isaiah Sanders. We'll see what you in the middle. We'll go straight to questions for Isaiah Sanders, who made his first career start at Stanford, seventh career start overall. Go ahead and raise your hand. We'll start with Ben Bass.
Yeah, Isaiah, could you just kind of walk us through that touchdown you scored, and also just kind of that drive as a whole? What allowed you guys in that one drive to click and find the end zone there?
Yeah, I think first, just credit to Jack and the O line for kind of getting everything started right with a completion or two to just kind of start moving the chains, and then had the rollout. Obviously, Ben made a great catch, and then after that, just kind of try to take advantage of them playing kind of tight in the box, trying to kind of dump a pass off behind them, but then it really just turned into a scramble and was able to get around the edge. So.
Isaiah, what were some of the things that you guys were trying to accomplish with the game plan, and how close did the reality come to the expectation?
Yeah, obviously there is a big gap between reality and expectation. We definitely were trying to kind of, in a short week, try to kind of put together a couple different packages between obviously me and Jack trying to tag team a little bit and present a couple different looks to Utah, and hopefully take advantage of the fact that there was some new wrinkles that we hadn't tried out before. So hopefully we'll have another chance to get those ironed out in the future. But obviously, yeah, like I said, the result wasn't what we hoped for. So.
Hi, Isaiah. When did you find out you were going to start, and what was that experience like? And then, if Tanner's not able to go next week, what do you and Jack need to do to kind of get the offense moving?
Yeah, I think just over the course of the week, as coach kind of put together the initial plays that they were thinking about doing for the game plan, I saw that my name was tagged in the personnel kind of in the middle of the week. So obviously it was exciting. Been a while since I'd been able to start at quarterback for any team, and definitely grateful for the opportunity. Not necessarily happy, obviously, with the result again, but that part in of itself was definitely exciting. And I think for me, whether it was me or Jack or whoever was going to start, it was just a matter of what could I do to handle my 111th. That's kind of been a big theme for our team, is just trying to take care of our job. And I think now at this point going forward, to answer the second part of your question, is just whether Tanner's ready or Tanner's not ready, it's going to be that same mentality for anybody in the QB room and outside of that too, is just what are we going to do to make sure we're doing our job next week. So.